My entitled SIL demanded I give her my baby as a present for her 30th birthday, so I publicly exposed her demands to everyone on social media. She's 29, never held a job longer than 2 weeks, lives in my in-laws' basement rent-free. Her daily routine consists of shopping with my MIL's credit card, getting her nails done, and posting Instagram stories about her self-care journey. I'm 34, married to her brother Ethan for 8 years. We have a 3-year-old son, and I just had my daughter Natalie 4 months ago. I work full-time as a nurse. Ethan is an electrician. We're not rich, but we built everything ourselves. Rachel has always resented me. When Ethan proposed, she told him I wasn't good enough for their family. At our wedding, she wore white. At my baby shower for my son, she announced she was getting a puppy because she needed attention too. But nothing prepared me for what happened 3 weeks ago. Mill invited me to lunch at this fancy restaurant downtown. She was being unusually nice, complimenting my hair, asking about the kids. I should have known something was wrong. Halfway through our salads, she cleared her throat and said Rachel's 30th birthday was coming up in 6 months. She explained that Rachel had been struggling lately, feeling unfulfilled, watching all her friends get married and have babies while she was still single. Then Emil grabbed my hand and said she had the perfect solution that would make everyone happy. She wanted me to give Rachel my daughter Natalie as a birthday present. I actually laughed. I thought she was joking, but her face didn't change. She explained that Rachel desperately wanted to be a mother, but didn't want to ruin her body with pregnancy. She said since I already had 2 kids, I wouldn't miss one. She even suggested we could tell people Rachel adopted her so nobody would know. I stood up so fast I knocked over my water glass. I told her she was absolutely insane and walked out. That night, Ethan came home looking pale. His mom had called him crying. She told him I overreacted and was being selfish for not even considering the idea. She made it sound like she'd only asked me to babysit more often. When I told Ethan what actually happened, he didn't believe me at first. He kept saying there's no way. His family was weird, but not that crazy. Then his phone buzzed. It was Rachel. Her text said, so mom told me about lunch. I already bought a crib. When can we do the handover? I'm thinking a small ceremony would be cute. Ethan went white. He called his mom immediately and put her on speaker. She confirmed everything. She said Rachel had been depressed for months, and this would give her purpose. She actually said the words, Natalie would have a better life with Rachel anyway since you two work so much. Ethan hung up on her. That was the first time I ever saw him cry. Over the next 2 weeks, things got worse. Rachel started sending me nursery photos. She created an Amazon registry titled Natalie's New Room. She texted me a list of rules for when Natalie lived with her, including that I could visit once a month with 48 hours notice. Mill called my own mother and tried to convince her this was normal. My mom thought she was having a mental breakdown. Rachel showed up at our house one Saturday morning. I was feeding Natalie when she walked right in without knocking. She sat down across from me and said she forgave me for being difficult and was ready to take Natalie home that day. Ethan lost it. He told her to get out. She started crying and screamed that we were ruining her life. She said Natalie was supposed to fix everything. I stayed completely calm. I handed Natalie to Ethan and pulled out my phone. For 2 weeks, I'd been saving every text, every voicemail, every bizarre Amazon notification. I'd recorded MIL's calls. I had screenshots of Rachel's nursery Instagram posts with captions about becoming a mom soon. That Sunday was FIL's 60th birthday party. The whole extended family was there. Aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents. About 40 people total. Rachel spent the whole party telling everyone she had exciting news coming soon. She kept looking at Natalie with this possessive smile. When it was time for toasts, I stood up. I said I actually had an announcement about Rachel's exciting news. Everyone went quiet. I pulled out my phone and connected it to their TV. Then I played every voicemail, showed every text, read Mill's messages out loud, displayed Rachel's registry titled Natalie's New Room. The room was dead silent. My FL, who barely speaks at family events, stood up. His face was red. He looked at Emil and said one sentence, I want a divorce. Rachel ran out crying. Emil tried to explain, but nobody would look at her. My husband's grandmother, 82 years old, walked up to me, squeezed my hand, and whispered, I've been waiting 30 years for someone to expose them. It's been 3 weeks since the party. FIL filed for divorce. He's been sending Ethan money to help with the kids, even though we never asked. Rachel checked herself into some wellness retreat upstate after her Instagram followers found out. And Natalie, she's napping in her nursery, the one she's never leaving.